And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Now here's Durant. Down low. Here's Jordan, and it's sent back by Lopez. And he's able to get it back. And it's in there.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Middleton on the wing. Both clubs riding high, Brent. Talk about how much fun it is to play when your team's on a roll.
Such an amazing feeling, Kevin, to kind of be a traveling band of brothers, if you will, and you know that you're stepping onto the court that night and things are going to be seamless. You're just going to find that rhythm, you're going to find that energy, and everybody's going to make some sort of contribution to winning. No greater feeling than that. Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
Giannis against KD. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Over Jordan. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Harden. He had 22 points in the win against Boston.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. The kick out to Holiday. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's
that was huge.
Incredible. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Harden against Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Kicks it to Lopez. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Holiday attacking. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo, no good. Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Durant. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Middleton outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He could be in the roll. There's a lot of options from the big man.
Now, here is Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. And it's sent back by Lopez. The rebound by Holiday. Bucks trail by 4. The pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Jordan kicks to Harden. Over Holiday. And the shot is long. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Here is Harden following the basket by Giannis. Harden's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Harden against Holiday. Irving. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Passes to Giannis. Back to Middleton. He kicks to Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 10 points in the game.
Now, Giannis just plays so hard. What's not to like about the approach he has game in and game out?
Here's Irving on the money from 12 feet away.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Jordan with some nice D. And a deep three from Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
They've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Shamet kicks to Griffin. Brown outside. Griffin inside, working on Portis. A nice shot by Griffin.
And that's what Griffin does best. They're remarkable how he maintains control and schools the D.
It's Portis, high post. It's Giannis with...
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
DJ Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Harden.
Too much at that. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Count it good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
KD on the wing. Stolen by Wilson. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count that one. Wilson's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
KD looking around. Pass to Irving. Jordan high post, 6 to shoot. Back to Irving. Outside for KD. Rebounded by the Bucks. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Augustine against Harden. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Harris. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Portis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Now here's Griffin. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holiday looking over the floor. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Nets trail by 7. Now Shamet. His last outing, he had 18 points. Griffin inside. Lopez covering, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Forbes. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Lopez, no luck.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Shamet finds Brown. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake Griffin right now working the inside game and has the skills to take you to school.
Here's Forbes. The shot will not fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Shamet. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Griffin with the steal. And it's Shamet missing.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, just terrorizing the D.
Brown against DiVincenzo. Green. Great D that time from Giannis. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
The wide open look for Durant. No good with the triple. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
The Bucks working the ball around. Right side, Antetokounmpo, and Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
The Bucks have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Harden the pass to Jordan. It's good.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo finds Portis, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
And the basket by Harden.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Craig. Here's Connaughton. Inside. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's Durant on the wing. That shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Connaughton kicks to Craig. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Now here's DiVincenzo. Holiday goes in. Passes it to Craig. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Harden. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday finds Portis, and it's blocked. Johnson against Augustine. For the lead, outside for Griffin. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Johnson. The kick out to Brown. It's picked off. 3 on 3. Sweet move. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Oh, great ball movement there.
To the right side. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Nice shot by Portis.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Brown. Griffin down low.
That's what you come to see there. Blake Griffin sky high on that dunk. The D has to keep him from getting that deep.
Puts up a 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 2, and we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. The first one falls.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. It's Giannis with the drive. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Irving, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Nets lead by 2.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Middleton against Durant, stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Giannis against Durant. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Giannis dishes to Middleton. Drills it from outside.
If he's making shots like that, the teammates want to feed that confidence. Middleton with a sweet stroke.
Harden against Augustine. Ring shot on the way. Harden, no good. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Augustine. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Forbes. Here's the teardrop. And to Antetokounmpo inside. KD's on him. They get it back. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Lopez kicks to Forbes. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside, KD. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Jordan. KD on the wing. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Middleton outside. Over Harris. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look. Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Right side Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Excellent D there from Holiday. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The drive by Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. Nets leading by 4. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Jordan. Outside Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis.
Big time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Holiday against Irving. Just 5 on the clock. For Middleton, here's Jordan. The rebound by the Bucks. To the paint. It counts.
Chris Middleton showing a lot of poise and taking over a very critical possession for his team.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our... Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. The dish now to Embiid. Harris looking it over. Durant against Simmons. Basket counts, and it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends, Kevin. It could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
And the 76ers with possession. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
They were connecting, and when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Joel Embiid. It's Durant on the wing. And finished off by KD.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
Curry against Irving. Shot from 12. Curry can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jordan the pass to Durant. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Tobias Harris.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
Embiid finds Simmons. And Durant sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 5 points so far.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the three in transition.
Irving against Curry. Embiid is at the elbow. Curry is inside, covered by Irving. Nets leading by 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And they pick up 2. He has 7.
He's not just an outside threat. Harden's a player who can score from anywhere.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The offensive rebound. Curry on the wing. Clock at 6. Harris against Harden. A nice shot by Harris.
Oh, such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Left side, Harris. Back to Harden. Durant deciding where to go with it. Takes a 3. And the Nets, another 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Harden. Right side, Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, there's just no answer for Durant inside. It looks like you should be able to body him up, and you can forget about that.
Embiid, no good. Here's Irving. Outside Jordan. He kicks to Harris. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in at the power forward. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Milton. Inside. Here's Howard. Milton with it. Brown on him. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Here's Llewellyn. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Back to Shamet. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Howard with the stuff.
And the momentum Howard has moving toward the rim, at times, this guy is unstoppable inside.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him, and he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And the shot goes in. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
Here's Howard over to the wing. Pass to Milton. Thybulle on the wing. Here's Korkmaz. 76ers with the new shot clock. Here's Maxey. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll host the New York Knicks.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
Here's Irving.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defense.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Howard, the pass to Maxey. And Harden comes to help. And there's the pass to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Korkmaz following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Misses the wing J.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
No good from Durant.
That works just like they drew it up. until the part where he short arms the layup.
Korkmaz kicks to Embiid. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Korkmaz passes to Green. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 76ers again can't hit it. Nets leading by 10. Durant with a wide open look. No good on the three. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Embiid's got 6.
And what a baller this guy is, the big fella, Embiid. I mean, he welcomes getting physical and overwhelms the defense with his size and muscle.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. It's hauled in by Harris. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Simmons. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Irving surveying the floor. Jordan trying to free himself up. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Embiid finds Simmons. Over Harden. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Simmons.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your? And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in a 2-guard. Now here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Again, Curry missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
I mean, this guy is almost 7 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
KD against Curry. On the wing, Green. Here's Simmons. He dishes it to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now here's Durant. 9 points in the game so far. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
The 76ers trail by 8. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Harris.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Embiid, no good.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Howard, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
KD on the wing. Excellent D from Howard. The 76ers trail by 11. Milton with it. He feeds it to Howard. Pass to Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Embiid's got 10.
And the touch Embiid has on his jumper, I mean, looking so soft and accurate coming out of his hands.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Milton, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Milton's got his first bucket in this one. Outside Durant, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Durant. 1:14 left to play in the third. Kept alive. Pass to Korkmaz. On the wing, Milton. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Brooklyn. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Down low to Shamet. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
It's stolen by Green. One-on-one fast break. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Milton kicks to Thibault. Passes it to Maxey. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Curry on the foul.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
Harden outside. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harden. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Nets up by 9. Live from... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Nets leading by 9. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Griffin stays with it.
Now, the aggression that Griffin plays with, I mean, that's what sets him apart, whether he's attacking the basket or getting after it on the offensive glass like he does right here.
Now here's Embiid. That 3 off the mark.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
There's the pass to Simmons. To the inside. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Outside, Green. Back to Embiid. Outside, Green. Dishes it to Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Irving attacking. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
There's no stopping Irving on the drive. Too quick, too clever for the defense, even when they're right on.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Timeout called, the Nets. Drager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. On its way from Curry for two, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Jordan up top. Outside Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris dishes to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Harris. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 5th assist in this one. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. No one near Curry as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Oh, he's a very active player who looks to score often. Embiid, phenomenal at finding all kind of ways to score.
Harden way outside from beyond the arc and then some. 32 seconds left in the game. Curry passes to Embiid. Back to Curry. Over Irving. And that one goes long. And here are the Nets. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Durant against Harris. Outside Durant. Now Curry. From deep three-point range, it's in.
Great feed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the next starting five, we've got Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at the 1. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's KD. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. for both teams tonight, Clark. Unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Here is Harden following the basket by Trae Young. It's Harden with the drive. Shoots the three. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now Harris. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Boston.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Young taking his time here. At the elbow, Collins. Here's Herder. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Capella trying to free himself up. The layup off target.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Now, here's Reddish. Capella trying to free himself up. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And a wide open look for Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And Reddish with the slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
A nice shot by Irving.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Pass to Collins. Reddish with the ball. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Nets trail by 3. Harden surveying the D. The pass to Jordan. Knocks it loose. Rondo with the steal. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Gallinari comes in for Reddish. And it's Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter. Then for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So we'll see Bogdanovic go to the free throw line here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Collins. And then for Brooklyn, Jeff Green is checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Nets second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Snell kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Nets. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now, here is Gallinari. It's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Shamet. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
And here's Rondo. Gallinari outside. And here's Bogdanovich for three. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Atlanta. They're up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Tony Snell is out there with Young. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Okongwu in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Gallinari. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Gallinari's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks. Outside Irving. Harden outside. Here's KD. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Out to KD. Here's Jordan. KD on the wing. Off target with his 3. Atlanta leading by 8. Here's Reddish. And the shot goes down. Reddish has got 6 points.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now Irving. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that game against the Celtics. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Irving against Young. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. From deep, Harden. They get it back.
Yeah, you know, not normally the guy you see crashing the boards there, but Harris giving some extra effort on the rebound.
Here's Young. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Raptors. And Jordan sends it back. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Young outside to the middle, and Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Jordan, great positioning on the putback. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Harden the pass to KD. No good that time. Good work defensively by Capella. And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And Durant puts up a deep three. Trae Young grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
And so it's Atlanta with... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Herter passes to Reddish. 6 on the shot clock. Young, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 4. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Irving, good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Durant against Collins. Durant down low. Jordan finds Harris. Here's Irving for the lead. And it's weighed in by KD. Durant's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
3-pointers. Snell. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Harden the pass to Jordan. Outside, KD. In the corner, it's Harris. Irving for 3. Unable to get that one. And has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Irving with the steal. Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Gallinari outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Three-pointer, Snell. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Pass to Gallinari. To end the drought. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Down low, Harden.
Oh my
great
goodness! That was special. Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Pass to Capella, just his first attempt. Misses off the right eye.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Collins kicks to Gallinari. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gallinari's got 6.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by Brooklyn.
Shamet the pass to Griffin. And the rejection by Collins. And there's the pass to Johnson. Now Griffin. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Finishes the break with a slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Passes to Shamet. Inside, Griffin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Griffin's got the lead back up to 10 now for Brooklyn. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Nets ending the third quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Reddish. John Collins is out there with Gallinari. And it's Young. And it's Rondo in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Nets leading by 10. Back to Shamet. And no good that time. Good D by Rondo. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up with the Atlanta Hawks. They host the Kings after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And Gallinari kicks to Rondo. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Hawks again can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Gallinari finds Collins. Young way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Durant, no good. The Hawks trail by 11. And finished off by Collins.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Outside Durant. Back to Harris.
That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Young fires away from outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Irving surveying the floor. Kicks to Durant. 6 to shoot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think Durant is going to back down from the opponent. And what a strong finish there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Young from outside. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Harris. Irving against Young. And slam dunk by Jordan. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Back to KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden kicks to Harris. Pass to Irving. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Brooklyn.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And in the final game of the season series between these two, they did everything out there they needed to close out with a winning record, 3-1 against the Hawks.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And it's Shamet missing. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. Here's Luwawu.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Goodwin with it. The pass to Fernando. 18 feet out. The rebound by Luwawu. And here are the Nets. They're on a 19-5 run here. Johnson, the pass to Perry. Kicks it out to Johnson. Passes it to Shamet. Here's Luwawu. Back to Johnson from deep three-point range. He's off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
down the stretch, he was down 3, and my main goal was just don't give up.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, then there's Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3. 2 points, that one goes. 2 of the hottest teams, Greg, getting together tonight. This is highly anticipated.
And you know what, Kevin, the trick to winning a game like this, force your opponent to play your style of basketball. That could determine who goes home with the W.
I like that. Now here's Middleton. Harden missing his last shot. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Harris outside. On the wing, Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Outside Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton against Harris. Back to Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. Here's KD. Milwaukee with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
Beyond the arc. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Lopez.
A long shot for sure, but Middleton fully capable from that kind of range.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Lopez with the ball. He's picked up by KD. And it's Middleton penetrating. The wide open look here for Lopez. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
In the corner, Harden. The shot's good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Middleton on the wing. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And the jam by Harden.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. A different look for Milwaukee. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Here is Forbes. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York. Portis can't get it to go. Nets trail by 6. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Here is Forbes. Back to Portis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And the Nets making a change here. Shamit's checked in. The Bucks shooting their first free throw this game. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Dishes it to Griffin. And stolen by Portis. Here's Forbes. Here's Craig. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Brown the pass to Llewellyn. And that one, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bucks leading by 5. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. To the inside. From outside the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top, up by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of lift, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
Oh, that was something else.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Portis, the pass to Forbes. Portis in the post. He's against Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Giannis kicks to Lopez. And here is Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 5. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. The kick out to Irving. For 3, Harris bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Giannis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
Outside Irving. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's KD, and then Durant with the dumps.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
Middleton looking it over. Loads it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Here's Irving, and there it is for him. Irving's got his first basket.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Middleton on the wing. There's 1:54 left here in the second. Irving against Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. 1:09 left to play in the first half. And it's Giannis missing. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Shamet, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Shamet's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Giannis dishes to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the shot is good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And it just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Portis kicks to Augustine. Back to Portis. Griffin with the steal. Here's Llewellyn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And he trains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was and that should do it with the second half about.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 2 spot. The shot by Middleton, wide open, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Love to watch KD out in transition, puts a little flair on the finish.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. Clock at 4. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Yep, that one goes in there. Giannis has got 15.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Giannis outside. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Griffin's check in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Forbes can't get it to go. Nets leading by 8. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Count that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Pass to Forbes. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And it goes down 2 points. 7 points in the game. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden surveying the D. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Irving against DiVincenzo. It's Durant on the wing. 18 feet out. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And then for Milwaukee, Torrey Craig comes in for Brook Lopez. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Pass to Llewellyn. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Kyrie exceptional at taking the hit and then somehow creating a release angle towards the rim.
Bucks trail by 9 to the wing right side. Now here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Portis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Irving. 7 points in the game. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Craig. And the pass to Portis. Shoots over Griffin. Portis can't get it to go. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll get right back to the action when we return. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the center position. And the Bucks with possession here. 11-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Irving looking for an opening. He dishes it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
DiVincenzo kicks to Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Timeout called, the Nets.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Hold the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Green. Griffin comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Lopez is checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 11.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Harden against Middleton. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden's got the ball. Passes it to Durant. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes. And that's 23 points for Giannis.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Harden against Howard. It's Harden with the drive.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 13. Lopez finds Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. Clock at 6. Middleton outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So for the Nets, Harris is checked in for Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Nets leading by 13. Jordan up top. Lopez covering. Irving passes to Durant. Harden outside. Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
The Nets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Middleton for 3. That shot off. Harris outside for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 16.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
same. I wouldn't say I was super.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, Harris is out there with Durant, then it's Harden, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Harden with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. From 13, when you look at the regular season, Chris, was there a part that was more difficult, start or the end, or maybe somewhere in between?
I would say it's somewhere in between, because the physical toll, is felt most down the stretch. But you get a time to refresh and renew and get back to it. And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his teammate.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Pulls it up. Jordan with the rebound.
That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Irving. He had 40 points in the win against Boston.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Oh, what a beautiful point.
Intensity, did you see that? Great. That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant, who never ceases to amaze me.
And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Shot on the wing, and it falls over the rim and in. KD's got his second bucket.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Embiid kicks to Curry. Green against Harris. Just 5 to shoot from the wing, and the shot goes in.
Now you got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring from there.
Harden surveying the D. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for Harris. Then for the 76ers, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Green. Milton the pass to Simmons. And Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep him going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
A pass to Maxey. Kicks it to Embiid. Shoots over Griffin. Passes it to Maxey. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And that one drops.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Milton. Over Brown. Durant against Simmons. Over Durant. Shot's good by Simmons.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rejected by Harris. Now the pass to Simmons. To the paint. Embiid trying to break loose. And slam dunk by Harris.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Here's Irving. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Irving's got 6.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Embiid dishes to Simmons. Back to Embiid. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the 76ers, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Ben Simmons. Tries it from the top of the key. Passes it to Green. Here's Harden. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 5 points in the game.
Now look, nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. Nobody's better at scoring through.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Nets. They're up by 9. Live. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to fix.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Maxey in at the 1. Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Howard. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Harden outside. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
Yeah, controlling the flow of second chance opportunities is the key. I mean, something they'll try to replicate tonight.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harden against Curry. Harden kicks to Harris. Pass to KD. And KD throws it down.
Oh, and Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
On the wing, Green. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Nets leading by 7. Here's Irving. He can't get that one. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Thybulle, the pass to Howard. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it. Irving's got 8 points.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break.
The 76ers trail by 9. Back to Howard. Pass to Thybulle. Right side Curry. And the pass to Howard. And that one goes long. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. Here's Curry. The offensive rebound. Korkmaz kicks to Thibault. Back to Korkmaz. 6 on the shot clock. Curry outside. James Harden with the rebound.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The 76ers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Outside Curry. Pulls up on the wing. Another miss by Curry.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
That one goes. Count it. KD's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep. All the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Simmons checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. That one good for 2. And the Nets lead by 13.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Simmons. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid. But, I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Johnson left side. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Griffith. Great positioning on the putback.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Curry on the wing. Down low. Here's Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And here is Johnson.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
I mean, you look at the all-around game of Harris, he's even been good from the free throw line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you. And with Durant back in action, you know the Achilles will be on his mind and everyone else. And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Outside, KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The length of Durant, I mean, it makes him almost unstoppable.
For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Simmons looking around. On the wing, Green, guarded by Harris. Here's Embiid.
And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets leading by 9. Outside Irving. Pass to Harris. Harden against Simmons. KD on the wing. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I love the attacking mentality of Durant. Look, when he's in the zone, he finds a variety of ways to score buckets.
Milton the pass to Korkmaz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid kicks to Milton. Back to Embiid. From 11 feet away. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving dishes to Jordan. And Embiid with the block.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
For 3, Harris. Here's Simmons. There's the feed to Embiid. Over Jordan. Embiid, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 11. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Good decision making. He looks to make the right plays. Irving's contributions on the glass, they don't go unnoticed.
Durant against Simmons. And here's Harris from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got 7.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Pass to KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Harris.
Oh, the long legs of Durant right there. Stretch Armstrong help him drive inside. Impossible for the defense to defend against that without fouling.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. And then for Philadelphia, Howard's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxi's subbed in for Simmons. Here's Embiid. And the layup is good. 10 points for him.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Durant kicks to Brown. 1:05 left in the third. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Durant dunks the ball. It's such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Goes back up. He feeds it to Howard. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
It's Durant on the wing. Guarded by Embiid.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Embiid against Johnson. Here's Maxey. And taken away by Brown. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And then Johnson with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Howard kicks to Milton. Pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Green. Actually out there with Seth Curry. And there's Embiid. And it's Howard in at the center position. Feeds to Griffin. Embiid with the steal. Now here's Maxey. Embiid, no good. Shamet on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. And the Nets lead by 18.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson. Then for the 76ers, Harris comes in for Dwight Howard. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Irving with the steal. Harden with it. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And the jam by Harden.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And on the way from Irving for three. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Murray finds Harris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And on the way from Irving for three. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his third foul so far. Simmons with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Irving kicks to Harris. There's the pass to Harden. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. On deep. Harden finds Irving. Harris outside. Griffin down low. Guarded by Harris. Griffin dishes to Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And the Nets lead by 20.
I like how Irvin fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
Harris, right side. Outside, Simmons. And Curry has it in the corner. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
And Griffin stays with it.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Curry on the wing, guarded by Harris. Curry kicks to Embiid. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
From deep Harden, from past the arc. That one's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
forward to All-Star Weekend every single year, but my favorite event is always the dunk contest.
Well, you got to bring me a souvenir. You have my address, so let's make it happen.
Next week, I'll be back at 2K headquarters. Until then, here are some of my highlights from All-Star. Enjoy.
And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena.
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Brooklyn, Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. We played just over a minute here in the first. Back to Irving. Outside for Durant. Three-pointer. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Reddish with the slam.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Young against Harden. Young drives in, and it's blocked by Jordan. From 12 feet out. They grab their own miss. He can't get that one to fall. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. And finished off by Collins.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Hawks. Rondo comes in for Young.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Rondo drives in, wants to get it to Collins and does. And finished off by Collins.
A next-level athlete with great length. Collins throws it down with ease.
Outside for Durant. Irving for 3. From the arc. Here's Jordan. Tries again. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
It's tough to stop Cam on the drive. He's so fluid and coordinated.
Rondo against Harden. Oh,
no, he didn't. Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
1:29 left to play in the first. Here is Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. .58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rondo scanning the floor. Gallinari outside, 5 to shoot, and it's in there.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Being aggressive and getting to the line, this is when Gallinari's most efficient.
Here's Shamet. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo passes to Snell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. The pass to Okongwu. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And Crane is right there.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter.
Show up.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Joe Harris, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4 spot. Here's Young. Basket good.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Harden against Young. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Pass to Okongwu. He kicks it to Snell. He lobs it up, and Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. They get it back. Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Gotta love the intensity of DeAndre, finding a way to be aggressive and get to the line.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism
and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Nets trail by 6. Katie with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Durant kicks to Harris. Pass to Irving. Here's Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Collins passes to Capella. Collins against Durant. Here's Young. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Young controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Certain guys, points just come their way, but Trey is also about effort.
Irving passes to Harris. Now Irving. He had 40 points in the win against Boston. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Passes to KD. Yes, that goes in. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Right side, Collins. And Young kicks to Collins. Young outside. High post shot. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Young's got 8.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
KD against Collins. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Atlanta. Rondo comes in for Young.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Reddish. The kick out to Brown. And here is Shamet. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Boston.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw shooters, especially at the end of games. Shamet provides that.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Here's Rondo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rondo's got his second basket of the game.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And KD is right there Durant's got the first basket of the second half here for the Nets.
Fantastic timing. Durant able to beat everyone to the ball, then goes right back up.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. And it's sent back by KD.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 8 points.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Collins wide open. He fires. The Hawks again can't hit.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Harris kicks to Irving. Feeds it to Jordan. That shot is off. Hawks have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. There's the triple. Herter, no good.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And he makes that one. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Right side Irving. Out to Harris. Harden left side. There's the dish to Jordan. Back to Harden. Stolen away. Here's Young. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is checked in. The shot's good from Irving. And it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Here's Young. Off the left rim and out.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Irving's shot is good. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Irving against Young. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Young with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Young, good.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Young against Irving. From deep three-point range, out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Landry Shamit's checked in for the Nets. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Back to Rondo. Oh, the lob to Gallinari.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Now, here's Shamet. Rondo with the steal. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Green is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Luwawu in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. He gets that one.
You talk about a guy that can finish through contact. That's Blake Griffin.
Rondo is doubled. Gallinari on the wing. Here's Snell. Out to Gallinari. That one falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jeff Green on the wing. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Shamet, the pass to Griffin. It's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Pocket 2. Brown wide open. He fires. Great positioning on the putback.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Rondo dishes to Snell. And they go to the intentional foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Landry Shamet. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Harden in for Luwawu. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks.
This is why guys like playing with Rondo. They know he's going to get them high percentage shots.
Griffin kicks to Harden. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Durant. And he makes good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 3.
And right there, KD inside, pretty stealth for a near 7-footer.
Rondo passes to Bogdanovich. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Harris kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Huerter. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Harden outside. And foul on the shots. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens. Easy to see why they get it to Young here. Not afraid to take the big shots.
The pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Young, no good. Nets leading by 6. Left side, Irving. Kickstart. KD looking around. And good that time.
Phenomenal concentration by Durant. Physical play is not going to throw him off.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Herter hits the three-point bomb. Herter's got 6 here in this quarter.
Big time opportunity for Kevin, and he does not disappoint. Wow.
Harden the pass to Durant. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Could have easily been an and one. Durant finishing through the bump.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Here's Herter. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Herter taking big shots.
On the way, Harris. Pass to Irving. Nets passing it around. Durant wide open. He fires. It doesn't go either for Durant.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Pass to Harden. On the way, Harris. And the 3 off target. Passes it to Herter. Takes it from 10. The putback. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. It was up for grip, David. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.